Do you guys know how much I hate letting you guys down? And how much I love booking in this game, in this series? I am so frustrated with this freaking laptop that I'm not even going to do a stupid funny intro or anything today about this being everyone's favorite series. I'm just going to vent my frustrations real quick, and then we're going to jump into this episode. But before we do that, welcome back. I guess I'll do a quick little intro to more Total Extreme Wrestling 2016. We're back with more of the Invasion series, Season 2, the brand era. It's Sunday Night Heat. Before we get into that, hopefully this thing is actually still recording. It seems like it. Twilight Zone, are we recording? Hopefully. It says 16 frames per second. I'm hoping it doesn't get frozen. So, before we jump in, about a week or two ago, I said I was going to have this video up for you guys. Well, about a week or two ago, right? And I did record the episode. I had the episode recorded, but much like with Nitro, I had issues with the recording. This time my issue was it froze on a certain screen. I'll even point out the screen when we get to there. It froze on a screen, and it stayed like that for the entirety of the video. Luckily, I noticed it before we had progressed on to the next day, so I didn't have to redo any booking or lose the video entirely and just give you guys a quick update on what happened on Sunday Night Heat. I was able to save the episode pretty much. But OBS, of course, something happened where it froze. I'm assuming what had happened was, and it might even pop up here. I'm hoping it doesn't. You might frequently see me checking, by the way, because I'm a little paranoid about this right now. So what I'm thinking is going wrong right now, at least why it froze in the last time, is because my subscription for my computer, you know, the McAfee, the virus thing, I rarely am on this laptop anymore. The only time I ever use this thing is to record and to upload. So I'm not renewing my subscription because I really don't feel the need to. I don't want to pay for something I barely use. Well, it seems anytime I use this laptop, or especially when I like to record, McAfee likes to pop up and letting me know, hey, look, your subscription's running out. Don't you want to renew? And I think that's what's causing my computer, which is already a piece of crap as it is, to kind of freak out and then make the frames per second go crazy to the point where it stays on one video. I don't know. Hopefully we don't have that issue again, or hopefully it just doesn't stop recording like it just did a couple seconds ago when I started up this recording. Literally started up, had a whole intro going, and the damn thing is just doesn't want to. It's just stopped recording. I tried to get rid of the McAfee thing, and then I noticed it wasn't recording as I tried to get rid of it. It's just been a hellhole. I'll be completely honest with you. And I know for a while I've been saying I'm going to get a new laptop, but you know what? It's happening next year. It's happening. If I don't use my Best Buy credit card, they're going to turn it off. So I might as well use the dang thing, bite the bullet, buy a new laptop, and put some money to the side or something like that. So hopefully, I will say, I think the thing will go out by, I think it's February or March. So we should be having a new laptop, hopefully here soon. But my rant's over. That's it. We're done. Hopefully we're still recording. Let's go ahead and check. It looks like it. Hopefully we're not frozen on the screen. I don't think I'll know that until the end of this recording because, completely honest with you guys, I'm not going to sit here going back and forth. I'm sure you guys don't want to see me entering the Twilight Zone a bunch of times here. So we're just going to hope everything works out. We're going to have a good episode of Sunday Night Heat. And, you know what? Let's do it. Let's run this show. In fact, before we run the show, I'm going to put the mic down, and I'm going to do something that, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'm sure you guys will know what I'm doing by the sound of it, but I'm not going to confirm it, and I will deny it. That was the sound of a lawnmower starting up. Yep, that's what it was. I don't even know if you guys can hear that. All right, we still recording? how many minutes we into this? 5 minutes in and we haven't even started. Thank you guys for sticking with me for this long and my craziness and my ranting and whatnot. Let's go ahead. Let's get started. Everybody's favorite show, Sunday Night Heat. We have a couple of pre-show matches as per usual. We open up the night with a 49 D+ rating and a bout that had terrible wrestling and non-existent crowd heat. Tommy Dreamer goes over Sin in 7 minutes 36 seconds with the Dreamer Driver. Sin, also known as Kazarni, Sin Bodhi, is in our developmental territory, giving him a little bit of a test. Tommy Dreamer is actually one of the more promising superstars, I think. He's not very popular, but it looks like his in-ring is definitely promising. Either way, Sin with an in-ring performance of a 24. Tommy with a, a 59? That it was. Dreamer is improving in his technical. Moving on, 43 solid D rating. And in a abysmal pre-show matchup, the Alpha Males, the team of Monty Brown and Mark Henry, go over Style and Substance, the team of Hardcore Cody Hawk and Sexy Sean Stacy, and 5 minutes 59 seconds when Mark Henry defeated Cody Hawk with the Death from Above. That sounds painful. Again, much like Sin Bodhi, I almost said Kasarni. Sean Casey and Cody Hawk, and when I said I almost said Kasarni, I mean I almost called Sean Casey Kasarni. Casey and Hawk are in our developmental territory, giving them a bit of a test here tonight. Cody Hawk with an in-ring performance of a 23. Casey with a 22. Mark Henry outperforming everybody here tonight with a 52 in-ring performance. That's promising. And Primetime Monty Brown with a 47. Mark Henry's improving in his performance. Right on. And finally, I believe this is, the main event of the pre-show. We get a bit of a TNA matchup here. 46 solid D rating. And a pre-show bout that had terrible wrestling. I find that hard to believe. And non-existent crowd heat. D'Lo Brown goes over AJ Styles in 9 minutes 39 seconds by pinfall with the lowdown. And of course, as previously mentioned with Casey, Hawk, and Sin, Styles is in our developmental territory. I don't think I have to explain who AJ Styles is to any of you guys, but if I do, let's just say he's kind of a big deal, okay? Anyway, getting a little bit of a test to see how he is. AJ with an in-ring performance of a 35. D'Lo with a 54. I already know AJ's pretty good, though, because the game boasts about how good he is, unlike the news website. All right, we open up the show with a solid 60C rating as Heat opens with Jim Cornette and the Lords of the Ring already in the ring. Oh, boy. I got to do a Cornette accent. All right, here we go. Ah, shut up! I'm the one with the microphone, and I promise I can be louder than you without the damn thing. So if you hicks don't shut up, then I guess we're just going to sit out here all night long, because I've got something to say, and we're not leaving until it gets said. So y'all going to shut up? Okay, well, that's fine. You know what? I'll just talk over you because, hey, you know what? Happy Heyman. Not so happy now, are you? I can tell because you left us off TV last week. You didn't plan on using us this week as well. Now, how is it that you've got two fine young prospects in Nick Dinsmore and Rob Conway, your new Heat Tag Team Champions, and you just tell them to stay at home? You know, I think someone's upset that his hand-picked team couldn't beat mine. Well, you can hate me all you want, Happy Heyman, but I'm not going to let you ruin these two's career because your ego is getting hurt. So, Heyman, this show does not start until you come out here and apologize. Or we're not going nowhere. How's that sound? And, well, we might be here for the long haul because it doesn't look like Jim Cornette's going anywhere, so we're going to wait here for a few minutes until finally the arrival of Mr. Heyman, the general manager of Sunday Night Heat. Jimmy, what the hell are you doing? Look, you know, I've got no issues with the Lords of the Ring. Excuse me. I mean, we all saw what happened, you know? We all saw what happened at the Heat Super Show. It's funny how you said you wanted a straight wrestling match, yet when it came down to it, Jimmy, you had to use a weapon in order to get the win for your team. But I'm not taking anything away from you guys. That wasn't the first time Tommy Dreamer or the Sandman were hit with a weapon. And still, at the end of the day, you guys are the champions. So, I will be the bigger man here. I will apologize that you guys weren't here last week, but I'm glad you made it here this week, especially since I had you guys booked, despite what Corny likes to say. Because since you are the tag team champions and you are here, I say, well, let's have a tag team title match. What? You can't just put the belts on the line without giving us notice. I mean, come on. It's not like you got anybody here to compete. There isn't even enough time to get ready. Let me tell you, James Cornette, I've got someone, and they are most certainly ready. And that's when the music of Too Cool hits Move Your Body. And out comes Scotty 2 Hotty and the big quiche himself, Rikishi. And we have ourselves an impromptu tag team title match. Or maybe it wasn't impromptu. I mean, Heyman did claim that he was going to be using the champs anyway. Maybe he intended on having the titles. Either way, we do have a couple of things we need to go over real quick from not WCW Nitro, but just Nitro in general. Sting emailed us and said Rey Mysterio Jr. is going to be a star, in his opinion, and he's worth pushing hard. Rick Steiner and Chris Kanyon say Jerry Lynn doesn't connect with the fans, and he has a little upside. All right. Paul Heyman improvised well, and apparently he was fantastic. Gained heat for the feud as we move on to our next segment, which is going to be the tag team titles on the line. 62 solid C rating, and about that had subpar wrestling and little heat. The Lords of the Ring defeat Too Cool in 9 minutes 38 seconds when Rob Conway defeats Scotty 2 Hotty with an iron fist, following a bit of interference from primetime Monty Brown. We also saw a lot of interference in this match, actually, to be completely honest. Mark Henry's going to be attacking Rikishi. Jimmy Cornette's going to be getting involved as well. At the end of the day, though, the Lords of the Ring make their first defense, of the Heat Tag Team Championships, with a little bit of assistance from the Alpha Males. Rikishi, you know what? I forgot. I like to usually give a bit more detail here, so let me give a little bit more detail. We're not just going to skip over there. The way I'd like to imagine this going is, of course, it would seem like Too Cool is about to win, as per usual. But, of course, the Alpha Males who have had their issues with Too Cool come out here, and maybe the referee being a bit distracted by Mark Henry and Rikishi kind of brawling, which would probably lead to a disqualification. But either way, the way I'd like to see it going down is Scotty going for the worm and Monty Brown hitting him with the pounce before the Lords of the Ring get the win. Maybe Jim, you know what? I forgot. Cornette's out there. Cornette's distracting a referee while this is going down. Come on, we all know that. Scotty 2 Hotty with an in-ring performance of a 51. Rikishi was the star of the match with a 62 in-ring performance, and Conway and Dinsmore on the same level with a 57. No worker improvements. After the match, though, we got a 72 B- rating here, as we got the generic segment where the Alpha Males take out Too Cool. Imagine maybe Mark Henry putting Rikishi through the announce table with the World's Strongest Slam. Either way, primetime Monty Brown and Mark Henry, none too happy with Rikishi and Scotty 2 Hotty, especially when you consider the last Sunday Night Heat. I know if you guys forgot, I don't blame you. Either way, on the last episode of Sunday Night Heat that we had, Rikishi cost Monty Brown his title shot against Hardcore Holly for the MTV title, so maybe a bit of revenge right there. This is also the screen where it froze at, so I will bring up the Twilight Zone here real quick. It looks like everything's fine. I'm thinking so. I think I would see it be frozen, but I don't know. Either way, hopefully we're cool. Gained heat for the feud. Love to see that. 68 C+ rating as we take it backstage to Billy Gunn and the Heat Heavyweight Champion Chuck Palumbo, who are watching the show when Billy Gunn begins to go off. I don't believe that, Chucky. What's that, Billy? You didn't just see that? What? See what? Henry and Monty beating down on those two dorks? I'll be honest. I liked it. No, not that. Although I did like it too. That's making an impact. No, I'm talking about Heyman. What the hell has Scotty 2 Hotty and Rikishi done to earn a title shot? Same thing Sean O'Haire and D'Lo Brown did. Not a damn thing. That's exactly what I'm getting at. While guys like myself keep getting skipped in line, legit losers like them get those shots. You know what? I'm going to say something. I'm so flustered, I'm slurring my words now. You should, Billy. I'm gonna. That's when Billy Gunn leaves. Chuck Palumbo, though, still sticking around there. Like I care. I've already got a belt. Oh, well, would you look at that? Chuck Palumbo does not care about Billy Gunn's issues. Then again, I really don't think Billy Gunn cares about Chuck Palumbo's issues. I really think they're just using each other. Anyway, 68C plus rating. Sean Stasiak will be in action next. Of course, Stasiak is facing Hulk Hogan at the Heat Super Show. So he's looking to gain some momentum as he heads into that matchup. 53C minus rating. And about that had terrible wrestling and non-existent crowd heat. Sean Stasiak defeats Matt Bentley in 1 minute 3 seconds with submission or by submission. Stasiak's performance stood out as really good. He had a 72 in ring performance. Matt Bentley with a 14. I believe Bentley is the cousin of Shawn Michaels. I don't know. He's related to him, I believe. Anyway, squash match there for Stasiak as we go into a 74 B- rating as Stasiak grabs the mic post-match. Hulk Hogan! I hope you were watching that, because that was just a preview of things to come. At the next Sunday Night Heat Super Show, when I'm through with you, you're gonna wish Triple H retired your ass. When I'm through with you, you're gonna be eating food through a tube. Your hip will be the least of your worries. And that's when D'Lo Brown's music interrupts Sean Stasiak. Before he can continue on with his statement there. You're starting to sound like an idiot, Stasiak. An idiot. Don't let all this business with Hogan cloud your mind, because you and we got unfinished business. D'Lo, I can't stand you. I can't stand you. You come in here after being gone for years, thinking you can jump the line, jump in front of me, a second-generation star. You think you're the top dog. Well, here's the lowdown, D'Lo. No one cares about you. You may be right, Sean. You may be right. But I know one person that does care about me, and that's your ass, Stasiak. Because ever since I got here, all I've heard you do is run your mouth. Run your mouth over and over again about how you deserve how much more than me, despite your ass never doing anything. I'm a former Intercontinental Champion. I'm a former European Champion. What have you done, Sean? WCW Tag Champ for a cup of coffee? Come on, man. You were talking to the son of a former WWE Champion. Don't you talk to me about accomplishments. Good for your daddy, Sean. Good for your daddy. What have you done? D'Lo, in a few weeks' time, I'll be known as the guy who ended Hulkamania. But next week, I'll be known as the guy who put D'Lo Brown down. Oh, is that so, huh? Next week it is then, huh? Next week it is. And hopefully we'll be able to get this video done before next week as well, because I got to plug it in the charger, and quite honestly, I'm a bit far from the charger, so we're just going to try to get this done. I'm pretty sure we can get it done in time. Either way, next week, Sean Stasiak versus D'Lo Brown. That's a big step up. Well, yeah, no, I would say it's a big step up for Sean Stasiak compared to a Matt Bentley, and a huge test before he's about to step up against Hulk Hogan. Anyway, this did get the crowd hotter, advance their storyline. As we move on to the next segment, 52D plus rating, as we are backstage in Heyman's office when Hardcore Holly and Ron Waterman already there, meeting with the general manager. Come on, Paul. There's got to be something you can do. Tank's been avoiding Ron since their days in the MMA. It's clear as clear can be that this guy is all talk and is afraid that Ron Waterman is going to expose him. Look, Hardcore Holly, I've already offered him the match. He keeps turning the damn thing down. Turning it down? The damn guy works for you, does he not? You're his boss. Just put him in the damn match. And that's when Billy Gunn enters. Heyman, we need to talk. What the hell's wrong with you? Can't you see we're having a conversation? You were, and now you aren't. You disrespectful mother. Gentlemen, please. Please. Not here. What is it, Billy? What do you mean, what is it? You're just handing out title shots around here? Sean O'Hare? D'Lo Brown? Too Cool? Where the hell's my title shot, Heyman? When am I going to get some respect? I'll tell you what, Heyman. You don't need to answer that. Because it's right here. You want a title shot? Meet me in the ring, Billy. Oh, yeah. I forgot you had a belt. What the hell am I going to say? I'll MT. Let's see if we have something up in the handy-dandy notepad. We don't. But either way, I don't know where I was going with that. Hardcore Holly issued out the challenge. Billy Gunn was looking for a title shot. He's got it. Hardcore Holly versus Billy Gunn tonight. Billy getting better at his gimmick as well. As we move on to the next segment. Oh, before we move on to the next segment, though, let's talk a little bit about Ron Waterman and Tank Abbott. Hardcore Holly lobbying to Heyman before Billy came in about trying to get Abbott a match with Ron Waterman, but apparently we just learned Abbott keeps refusing the match. What is he, a chicken? 57 C- rating as we take it to Mike Sanders, who's standing in the ring with the mic. People, calm down. There's no reason to cause a scene because there's enough of me to go around. Look, I know Mike Sanders is the future of this industry. You know Mike Sanders is the future of this industry. In fact, I hear Shane O'Mac and the old man are starting a bidding war just to get Mike Sanders on their brand. But don't you worry, everyone. Mike Sanders ain't going nowhere. Ha ha, that's right. Woo! Everyone knows all the young kids are watching MTV. And what kind of future superstar would I be if I wasn't the show that our future is watching? So much like the Brooklyn Brawler was to The Rock, who wants to be the guy in the trivia game when they ask who was the guy Mike Sanders beat in his debut? What does he mean, debut? We've seen him here before, and he definitely didn't win. Well, Mike Sanders hands off the mic, color commentary, putting over exactly what I just put over. We've already seen Mike Sanders here on Sunday Night Heat. But either way, the music of the hardcore champion, the Sandman, goes off, and out comes, well, the current hardcore champion, former Heat tag team champion. He's in the ring, and he takes to the mic. So let me get this straight. You're the future, huh? And that's when Sandman throws the hardcore title on the ground. Prove it. Oh, look here, Sandy. What makes you think I want that piece of junk? I wasn't asking. And oh my God, Sandman just smashes the cane right over Mike Sanders' head. And it looks like he was right. He wasn't asking. We're having a hardcore title match, and it's happening right now whether Mike Sanders likes it or not. It's 57 C- for that. Starts a new storyline, the Sandman's hardcore title reign. As we move on to the title match. Anyway, 56 C- rating, and about that had subpar wrestling and little heat to it. The Sandman defeats Mike Sanders in 5 minutes 32 seconds with a flying leg drop, making his third defense of the Hardcore Championship. Sanders with an in-ring performance of a 47, Sandman with a 54. He's also improving in his performance. Good stuff. Yeah, Mike Sanders is not a hardcore wrestler, but that's fine. You know, sometimes you work with what you have. 65 solid C rating as the Sandman is celebrating retaining the championship. He's interrupted by the music of Tommy Dreamer. his former, or I shouldn't say former, I mean, they're probably still tag team partners. Spoiler. Probably. Anyway, who joins his partner in the ring, takes to the mic. Well, Sandman, nice of you to stop by. Where the hell have you been? Raw. Yeah? Got yourself a belt, I see. Alright, let's cut to the chase, Tommy. It was fun, but we're done as a team, okay? Just like that, huh? You don't want to go after the titles we were screwed out of? Oh my God, listen to yourself, Tommy. Screwed out of? How can you call yourself extreme when a tennis racket swung by an out-of-shape old man puts you down for a 3? Yeah, I went over to Raw. I won the hardcore title because I'm extreme. I don't need no damn contract. I'll defend this title on Raw, Heat, Nitro, 24/7, baby. That's the way it should be. So if you want a shot, my next stop is Monday night. I'll see you then. But until then, we've got nothing to talk about, okay? Sandman then leaves Tommy Dreamer alone in the ring. And I might have spoiled something there, but looks like they may now be former tag team partners, as Sandman, I guess, he kind of looks down on Tommy after being knocked out by Jimmy Cornette of all people. Gained heat for the feud. Moving on, 51D+ rating, as coming up next, the MTV Championship is on the line. The one Billy Gunn versus Hardcore Holly. And you know me, I love my walking down the hallway segments. Billy Gunn apparently getting better at his gimmick. Alrighty then, main event time, 61 solid C rating, and about that had subpar wrestling and little heat to it. The one Billy Gunn does it. He defeats Hardcore Holly in 12 minutes, 54 seconds with a Fameasser, but not with a little bit of controversy here, as there was quite a lot of interference here during the match. Just Incredible's going to come in, distracting Hardcore Holly, looking like he's going to try to screw Hardcore Holly out of this match. The referee, though, not going to allow it, trying to keep Just Incredible out of the ring, and Hardcore Holly ensures that as he clocks Credible with a stiff right punch, unfortunately for Hardcore, that provided, I don't know why I'm saying some words weird, that provided the distraction that Billy Gunn needed, leading to the Heat Heavyweight Champion, Chuck Palumbo, coming into the ring, smashing Hardcore Holly over the head with the championship, and surprise, surprise, I'd imagine there, I guess since it ended by Fameasser, Hardcore Holly kicking out, leading to Billy Gunn hitting him with that Fameasser. 1, 2, 3. Billy Gunn is the new MTV champion. 61 solid C rating for the match. Billy's getting better at his gimmick. 48 in-ring performance for him. Probably not the best idea to take it off Hardcore Holly. He had a 60 in-ring performance, but I don't know. Sometimes it just feels right, and this just felt right. The time to give it to Billy Gunn. There's storyline potential there. You'll see as we go along, and it gave Just Incredible the kind of that edge a little bit over Hardcore Holly to get him a little bit more heat in his feud. Gained heat for that feud as well. Billy Gunn's improving in his performance. What? Did it say that twice? No, it's getting better at his gimmick. That's what that other one was. And we end off the show. We get ourselves a 62 solid C rating here. God, I got a itch in my throat now. Not enough women. I should probably change that, to be completely honest. I probably have said that before. I'm going to try to make a note of that. Change sex appeal or something. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. Change sex appeal. Okay. Anyway, that's going to do it for this episode. Hopefully everything is fine and we're not frozen on a screen or anything, to the best of my knowledge. If you guys have enjoyed, do me a favor, leave me a comment, like, subscribe if you have not already. And as always, my name has been OMG WTF LOLFTW BRB. I will see you guys in the next video. So until then, have a great one, everybody.